What's up, everybody? We got a full case. I'm super excited. We have a whole case of Leaf 2025 Pop Century. So that's where you get the musicians, the actors, the triples, the duels. New signers this year, we got Helen Hunt, Ozzy Osbourne, Paul Rudd. There's also Sylvester Stallone's back in it, Clint Eastwood. There's some Backstreet Boys. There's some Cool Runnings. So a lot of pop culture in here, some awesome stuff. Some signers you probably have never seen before. We're going to try to name the movie. We're also going to be giving away an auto in this. Comment below. Make sure you're subscribed here to our Mojo Break Media channel. And all the rest of the cards are going to be on eBay as we speak at $1. They're going to run 5 days. So bid on anything you guys like. Stay tuned for the video to see which auto we're giving away. And let me know what you guys think of this stuff. We're also going to see if we can pay for the case by selling the singles on eBay. So without further ado, let's get into it. We're looking at 40 hits. Plus this year they have pre-production proof one-of-ones in every box as well. So if you're doing a whole case, you're going to get 60 cards, give or take. And we're hoping for some of the new signers as well as some of the other duels and triples that are on the sell sheet, which they have Hannibal Lecter. They have Corey Taylor from Slipknot. I know Dan would be excited for that one. Also, we're also giving away some stuff on our Instagram as well from Pop Century. So let's get into this, guys. Sorry, Shohei. And what movie are you guys watching lately? What's your favorite recent movie? Because I'm always looking for stuff to watch. So bonus points in the comments if you guys put that in there as well. Greg will be doing a player break double case of Pop Century this weekend. So if there's still time, head on over to mojobreak.com. Get your spots in on that. So we got the one production proof pack. We're going to kind of use that as our blocker here. So we could be just as surprised. Charlotte Ross. Got a Charlotte Ross auto. And I am not sure offhand. Put comments below on what Charlotte Ross is known for. I'm sure I could Google it, but Charlotte Ross looks like maybe like a sitcom actor, maybe. Charlotte Ross, numbered out of 20. Got a, Donald Gibb. Look at that Harley Davidson shirt. That's a pink cracked ice, numbered to 8. Once again, we're doing this on the fly. And Richard Grieco. And I remember Richard Grieco being name dropped in 8 out of 25 there. Richard Grieco in Night at the Roxbury.
The king of 21 Jump Street. Richard Grieco.
That's awesome. All right. Usually the bigger autos on the bottom. Ooh! Ralph Macchio, C. Thomas Howell, and Emilio Estevez. That is sick. Numbered 1 of 1. That's going on eBay, guys. Well, they all are, but wow. Little Lost Boys, right?
No.
I know Ralph Macchio, obviously Karate Kid, but is that that's Lost Boys, right?
Not this time.
Right? I gotta check this out. We'll maybe fast forward this video, but that's a banger. Really nice. 1 of 1, Macchio, C. Thomas Howell, and Emilio Estevez. All right, our pre-production proof. Outsiders, right?
Go ahead, I'll keep my eye on him. Come on.
Yes. Lost Boys and Outsiders, I get confused. 1 of 1 pre-production proof of Curtis Armstrong. And a Gillian Anderson 101 from X-Files. All right, that was just the first box. This one seems heavy. I know they do have some Pearl cards in here. Very nice. Saturday night host, Chevy Chase, February 18th, 1978, a little bit before my time. 5 out of 20, but that is a cool little subset. Saturday Night Live hosts. Got a Suzi Quatro. Suzi Quatro. Does anybody know? Put in the comments below. Looks like a singer. 1 out of 2 on the Suzi Quatro. And vinyl signs of, Danny Elfman on the vinyl signs. You know, writes a lot of music for movies. Danny Elfman, 7 out of 10. And we have an encased card. It might be an inscription. Ooh, look at that. Guy Gilchrist. Leaf metal. 5 out of 100. But look at that Bugs Bunny drawing right there. Guy Gilchrist. 5 out of 100. All right, pre-production proof time. I think we're doing pretty well in this case. I thought that was going to be a 1-on-1, but that still is very nice. Skeet Ulrich. And a 1-of-1 printing plate of Pam Grier. All right, guys, this is a ton of fun. We don't do too many case breaks on this channel, but for the content, but this is a lot of fun. Love Pop Century. Look forward to it every year. One of my Grail Pop Century cards is to get one of those original Kim Kardashian autos. They go for a lot, but that was kind of the era where Pop Century got started. Oh, nice. Now we got the auto to go along with it. Gillian Anderson. We had the pre-production proof, but now we have the actual auto of the X-Files legend. 10 out of 10, Gillian Anderson. Sci-Fi signatures. We got, well, look how this is running. Pam Grier. Pam Grier, numbered out of 3. Nice and low numbered on these. And vinyl signs of Trey the Truth. Little cracked ice action there. Not familiar with Trey the Truth music. 1-of-1. Trey the Truth. Here. And Christina Applegate. Very cool. 6 out of 6. So many things she's been in, but obviously Bundy's daughter there. Al Bundy's daughter.
Oh, come on. I mean, when am I ever going to need to know math?
All right, and some pre-production proofs. Charlotte Ross and William Shatner, Blockbuster Summer 101 pre-production proof. You can see the backs of these. So they're just, pre-printed to test out the design, which is cool. They put them in packs for you guys to get. We do have these available at mojobreakshop.com. And like I said, we're going to be doing breaks starting Friday of this week. So as you're watching this video. Jamie Kennedy, nice. One of the best scenes of any movie is Harold and Kumar when he pops out of the forest and he's the king of forest?
He's the king of the forest.
Hi. Such a great scene. 9 out of 15. Roger L. Jackson, scripted, Ghostface written on there. What a nice looking auto from Roger there. Killer. 1 out of 25. Roger L. Jackson. Ooh, Kelsey Grammer, very nice. And the way the refractors, like the base refractors look, those look great. 10 out of 25. We all know Kelsey Grammer. And, ooh, Heather Locklear. Very nice. Be Still My Heart. Little Heather Locklear. 1 of 1 on the Heather Locklear. Look at that. Little Baywatch. I think she dated Dave Navarro, possibly. A lot of things. The 80s and 90s. David Harris, 101 proof, and a Derek Mears, 1 of 1 proof. All right, still got 6 boxes to go, you guys. What's your guys' favorites? What musician? If you could just do only musicians, like they did Leaf Pop Century Artist Musician Edition, who would you want? Mine would be a 4-way Metallica auto. That would be cool. Also, I feel like you could do, like artists like Metallica that have several albums, you could do sets based on every album. They have like iconic albums. Pete Best. That's a gold. That's a 1 of 1. Look how many 1 of 1s we're getting. Pete Best. Frank Ferrer. That is 12 out of 25 drummer. What band is he in? I should know this. Frank Ferrer. Dan was here, he would know. Got a Susan Anton vinyl signs. 225. And Priscilla Presley. I believe, didn't she just pass away? That is a 1 of 1. Be Still My Heart, Priscilla Presley. And we all know who she was married to. Or no, actually, I'm sorry. I think she's still around. I think her daughter passed away. There's a Roger L. Jackson 1 of 1 pre-production proof. And ooh, that's cool. Pre-production proof of John Schneider, Catherine Bach, and Tom Wopat. Look at that. I think we might have another magnetic in this one. Yep, another mag. Vinyl signs of Nathan Morris. I'm from Boyz II Men. Is he from Boyz II Men? Number to 15. Could be wrong. Dave East. Look at that auto. Dave East. 8 out of 10. Ooh, Tom Arnold. Saturday Night Host, February 17th, 1996. Tom Arnold. That is number to 6. And I was just watching a documentary on his sister. It's called The Queen of Meth. And he's in the documentary. What a crazy story about his sister. You guys haven't checked that one out. That's nuts. 2 out of 6. And wow. Ooh, wow. John Heater, Efren Ramirez, and John Grise from Napoleon Dynamite. That is, wow, that's 196 out of 300. You get all these low-numbered ones. And then you get these ones in the magnetics, and they're numbered pretty high. But that is a very cool card. That's all on card, too. So, John Heater, Efren Ramirez, and John Grise. Pedro, Napoleon Dynamite, and the quarterback uncle. The heck, Uncle Rico. That's what it is. It's all coming back to me. 1 of 1, John Schneider, and a Gina Davis from A League of Their Own. Gina Davis. One good thing about Leaf products too is there's a lot of value. You don't get, you always get at least one good hit as far as like you get a lot of 101s. Very great value in Leaf products, especially in Pop Century. Vinyl signs of Engelbert Humperdinck. /3. Oh, nice. Edward Furlong, Terminator 2, my favorite movie of all time. 1 out of 3, and I believe that is from T2. Edward Furlong. Man, what a great movie. I saw that movie a couple times that summer, and once it came out on VHS, I watched it a lot. Edward Furlong. Nice. Jamie Presley on the Scream team. Also in a lot of movies, Jamie Presley was. 15 out of 25. Confused sometimes for Margot Robbie. Kind of looks very similar. Obviously different ages, but and a nice Emilia Clarke. That's a big one. That is a 4 out of 4 on Emilia Clarke. Be Still My Heart. Another one of those subsets. And pre-production proof here. Jenny Garth from 90210. And Loki, Tom Hiddleston, Villains. 3 boxes left. All right, so the next box, the first auto we will give away to a commenter on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed too. Hit that subscribe button. Oronthi. /5. Adrian Barbeau, and that might be one of the nicest looking autographs I've ever seen. Adrian Barbeau, Scream Team, number /5. Dale Bozzio, original Gaga. Dale Bozzio, 1 of 1. Original Gaga. All right, and what do we got here? Whoo! Paul Rudd, very nice. First time he signed. That's a 1 of 1, Paul Rudd.
Got Matsui.
Wow, I think we're doing pretty good in this case. 1 of 1, Paul Rudd. Still got the pre-production proof. Ewan McGregor, 1 of 1. And Liv Tyler, Elijah Wood, and Sean Astin. That's pretty cool. Look at that on the back. All right. Got a Jimmy Walker. I swear that's what Dave Chappelle made some of his characters off of right there, is Jimmy Walker from Good Times. But that is a really cool card. 1 of 1 there. But doesn't that look like Dave Chappelle a little bit? Jimmy Walker's a legend. Got a Ashley Eckstein. That's a 1 of 1. Ashley Eckstein. Ooh, redemption. We got a redemption. Ooh, Leaf Metal Pop Century Mystery Pearl autograph. Okay. So that'll go up on eBay. Who knows what it'll be. And Alec Baldwin. Very nice. Alec Baldwin, and that is numbered to 79 on card. Alec Baldwin. So it seems like the on cards are in mags. All right, last proof pack. Well, second to last, I should say. We got one more box. Sada Baby and Rosario Dawson, Saturday Night Host. That's cool. Those are both pre-production proof 101s. All right, last box. Thank you guys for watching. A fun break. I love ripping this stuff, and be able to do a whole case is awesome. Famke Janssen. God, what movie did I... there was an not old, but... her and she's in a movie with Jon Favreau, but I know she's also in the Marvel movies. But Famke Janssen. Selma Blair. 4 out of 10. Be Still My Heart. There's a Sada Baby. We just pulled that production proof. 2 out of 6. And our last one. Nice. Megan Fox. Numbered 2 out of 2. That is MGK's new baby mama there. Megan Fox. Also Transformers and this is 40. Tons of movies she's been in. Megan Fox. And last one. Ooh, that's nice. Bella Ramsey on the 1-of-1 production proof gold vinyl superfractor prismatic design. And a Wanya Morris. That was who we pulled earlier, but I think it said Nathan Morris. So that if it's Wanya Morris, that is Boyz II Men. Or maybe I read it wrong. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for checking this out. The auto we will be giving away is going to be the Famke. Famke Janssen will be our giveaway. And just comment below on your favorite pop culture icon that you'd want to get an autograph of in the comments below. Check out the breaks at mojobreak.com and get boxes at mojobreakshop.com. I think we're also going to be doing some on Fanatics Live, so many places to get this from us. But we don't have a lot of cases, so be sure to get in those while you can. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.